Hello, welcome back to my training room. This is Survival Saturday with Johnny Tiger. The date is Saturday, June 13, 2020. Week number 15 of the coronavirus staying at home, social distancing. With all the unrest that's going on in the world, with virus killing people, people killing people, policemen killing people, people killing policemen, I think it is suffice to say that self-defense and knowing how to protect yourself, your property, and your family is more important than ever. So today, I'm going to talk about one of the uh, bread and butter, one of the most basic of modern self-defense. I say modern in a bit of a sarcasm because in the past 10, 15 years, it's almost as if suddenly self-defense instructors came to this realization that we shouldn't punch people, we shouldn't use our knuckles because we can break our knuckles. And suddenly, using your open palm, using your hammer fist, using your elbow became the new age self-defense staples. And every instructor make it sound like that this is something new that they just invented, that this is the new way, the new science in fighting. But if you were to look back in Chinese history, in Japanese history, in the ancient martial art, even back in the gladiators or in the old pancration Greek martial art or the martial art from the Indonesian, you will know that even way back then, they realized that hitting someone's head, aka something about as hard as a bowling ball, with your knuckle is ow, is not a good idea. As comparing to using your palm or your hammer fist to hit someone's head. You can probably do that quite a few times without needing to stop and shake out your hand. Be that as it may, no matter if it's new or old, there are things to talk about when it comes to how to deliver good, solid hammer fist that will devastate, decimate, destroy whatever you're trying to hit. The first thing to realize that when you throw a hammer fist, you're connecting with the bottom of your fist, aka the side of your fist, the fleshy part of your fist, your pinky finger is on. That is the first thing, where to connect. Second thing, you don't want to aim at the finger side of your fist. When you throw that hammer fist, you want to try to make a contact point closer to your wrist than your finger. Let me demonstrate that. Again, let's say this medicine ball, the human head. I throw the hammer fist. If I aim at my pinky finger towards the finger end, towards the end of my fist, most likely, if I hit something really hard, I'm going to break my pinky finger. But if I aim more towards my wrist, no problem. So, in another word, aim to make impact closer to the wrist than the finger. next thing to realize is how to make your fist. In most today's sports fighting, we're taught to fold our four fingers in to make that fist, and then our thumb tucked underneath the first two fingers, like this. So there's a thumb on the one side, and there's four fingers on the other side. Now, I'm not going to go into the pros and cons of how to make your fist. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But when you are throwing a hammer fist, you need to take your thumb and put it on the same side as your pointer finger. So your fist should look like five fingers together, five fingers making a fist. So my thumb is right above my pointer finger, my index finger. My index finger is right above my middle finger. My middle finger is right above my ring finger. My ring finger is right above my pinky finger. Finger together, all for one, one for all. Five finger in a line. Why? Because when we swing down and make that impact, if you leave your thumb on the side, that thumb is not serving any purpose whatsoever. It's just lazing off on the side. In fact, it would be the same as if I don't use my thumb at all, if I throw a hammer fist and stick my thumb up like this. So to get the most of your out of your hammer fist, you got to put that thumb to work. So add the thumb to the working mechanism, to the line. Remember what we talked about in the previous episode. Everything has to line up for you to get the most out of a strike, an impact. By leaving my thumb under my knuckles, when I make that impact, the force travels through my pinky, my ring finger, my middle finger, my index finger, and then gone. Okay? By adding my thumb to the side, then at least there's one more stage, one more extra bit of pressure for that force to be distributed. Also, it will help me not twist my wrist the wrong way. The next item, when you throw a hammer fist, you gotta remember it's not meant to be a center line attack. This is a circular attack, in which means you need to generate momentum. So don't just take your hand and throw it forward like this. You're not going to get a lot of result. Load your strike like you would load an arrow to a bow or a bullet to a gun. Cock the fist back to your shoulder and then throw it, and then throw it, and then throw it. Okay? You don't always have to load to your shoulder. I can load to my opposite shoulder. I can load under my armpit. I can load to my side. But always load, go. Load, go. Always chamber that strike. And you can generate a lot more momentum by throwing this in an arc rather than straight. Going straight would be like that. Going in an arc, you got to throw this hammer fist out there like you're tossing a baseball or throwing a rock and try to make it go as far as you can. Throw your hand is how my girlfriend puts it, and that's a perfect way of describing how to throw a proper hammer fist. It is not a hit, it is a throw, a throw, a throw. You got to whip it out there to generate that kinetic energy, kinetic impact. Speaking of kinetic impact, some people may be wondering, is it possible to hit someone as hard with a hammer fist as you would with a forward punch or a hook? Well, every individual is different, of course, but let me demonstrate something here. This is a rebreakable roofing tile. Normally, when you want to punch through this, you have to mount it on a board holder or get someone to hold it with both hands so it's nice and sturdy. So when you punch, you can apply all your force. If this was secure, if someone was to hold onto it, I can punch through maybe 4 at the same time. But when there's no stability, when I'm just holding it in my left hand loosely like this, okay, it's not stiff. Uish, uish, uish. I can punch with this all day. Uish, uish. I can't even break one of these with my punch. Why? Because my regular punch is not generating the kind of kinetic impact needed to shatter this. But watch this, when I use my hammer fist, again holding it loose with a hammer fist, no effort at all, break it in half. That should be sufficient to show you that yes, a hammer fist can hit as hard, if not even a lot harder than a regular punch. There is a reason why when we are driving a nail into the wall, we use a hammering motion rather than punching it with the front end of the hammer. There is a reason. It's because when we swing a hammer, it's a lot harder than when we punch with that hammer. The human fist is the same way. Now, another group of people may say, yeah, but when I punch, I can go really fast. I can throw in combos. I can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of combo. What can you do with hammer fist? It seems like hammer fist because you have to wind it up, you have to throw it out in a circle. It seems like it's really slow. Not necessarily. In the beginning, it may seem that way, but once you practice, once you put in some work, hammer fist might not be as fast as regular combos, but it's not that much slower. Let me show you. Let me show you my 2 favorite combo in using hammer fist in self-defense. Combo number 1 is a 3-hit combo. We throw a crosswise hammer fist to the person's neck and face. So neck, and then the next one swing down into the groin, and then the next one come back up into the neck. All done with one hand, and it should go something like neck, groin, neck, neck, groin, neck, neck, groin, neck. Okay, I'm not cheapening it by just not winding up. Every hit feed off the next one. Neck going neck. Neck going neck. Every hit is with maximized power. That's 3 hits, only with one hand. The other hand not even involved yet. Combo number 2. This time, we'll come in and lead with a right hammer fist to the jugular, left hammer fist to the jugular, right hammer fist across the side of the face, left hammer fist across the temple, and then to cap this off, spin hammer fist. In real time, this will look like 5 hit, cap with a knockout, spinning hammer fist. Doesn't take hardly any energy. It's fast, it hits hard. There are a lot more possibility you can add to your hammer fist. A lot of different combos, possibilities. Just remember, always chamber, throw, chamber, throw, chamber, throw. When you throw, let your fist bounce off the target to chamber into your next hit. Just like when you're hammering a nail into the wall. Okay? I'm not hit, 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 hit. Okay? When you're hammering the nail into the wall, you got to use every impact to feed onto the next one. Every impact bounce your hammer back to wind up for the next one. Hit, 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 hit. Like that. Thank you for checking out today's Survival Saturday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Soul Search Sunday. For now, stay safe, stay strong, and have a good night.